Hello, my name is Shah Imran Kobi, and my presentation title here is Design of Safe River Crossing Bridges for Texas. The flood and wave-induced forces on bridge superstructure are investigated using physical modeling technique in this study. Different scale models of 1/50 of the bridges are equipped with load and torque cell for measuring flood forces. Various parameters of flow and geometric features of bridges, that is, girder types, deck width, and debris shapes, were selected to investigate their effect on hydrodynamic force and wave force. Hydrodynamic forces exerted by the flood includes drag, lift, and overturning moment. It has been estimated that 53% of bridge failure in the United States are caused by hydraulic events, including flood, debris, and scours. As you can see here, Figure 1 represents collapse of Fisher Store Road Bridge in Texas that has been failed due to extensive flood in 2015 Memorial Day. In Figure 2, you can also see a bridge failed due to extensive debris accumulation in New Year. So as you can see here, investigating flood force on bridge superstructure is really important for the bridge sustainability, and it is also important to investigate the current design standards to check if they are sufficient enough or not. Once we looked into the literature, we found that only the effect of flood velocity and bridge submergence are considered. However, the effect of bridge geometry and debris force on the force and moment coefficient is not conclusive in the literature. In order to investigate different bridge geometry, in this study we have selected two common types of bridge deck, two types of eye girder, one box beam, one slab beam, and we tested them under different flood conditions and wave surges. We have also selected wedge shape and flat plate debris, and we selected them to assess the hydrodynamic responses during flood. As you can see in this figure 3, when flood flow affects the bridge superstructure, it experiences a drag force, lift force, buoyancy force, and overturning moment. This is the equation for this force. As you can see here, this equation depends on the density of water, flood coefficients, force coefficients, and the respective projected area and flood velocity. We have utilized these experimental setups shown in here. For measuring flood flow, we have generated flood flow in the recirculating flume, and we established a bridge superstructure over here, and we measured torque and flood forces using the respective cells. We have also measured the wave forces by generating a wave in our recirculating flume, and we tested different structure against it. We have also designed two different types of debris shape, wedge debris and flat plate debris. These shapes has been scaled from by observing the actual flood prone area debris as shown in these images, and we scale down 1/50 to use them in the model. After getting results from this experiment, we have plotted this diagram against drag, lift, and moment coefficient against inundation forces for different bridge superstructure and flood forces. We have also plotted vertical force versus wave height versus wave period and water depth for different flood wave submergence. We have also plotted drag coefficient, lift coefficient, and moment coefficient for different debris shapes against their blockage ratio. After analyzing the result, we find that wider decks and eye girder produced higher drag coefficient than other beams. Narrow deck represents the other upper limit of the moment coefficient plots. And we also found that slab and box beam produced higher moment coefficient than eye girder due to the eccentricity of the forces. The lift coefficient showed slight variation or almost no variation with deck width and girder types. When we compare the forces between the flood and wave-induced forces, it has been revealed that the vertical wave forces were so much greater than the vertical flood forces for varying wave height, period, and water depth. We have also found that flood plate debris exhibited higher drag and moment coefficient than waves and no debris condition, while we found that wedge debris produced the minimum lift force. To conclude, we can say that this study provides a great deal of information on the bridge responses to hydrodynamic loading, which will ultimately help bridge designers to design safe bridges. Thank you.